Hey everybody! Today's going to be a really cool and fun video where I show you how to do a really awesome DIY for room redecoration. It's going to be super cheap, super easy, and you're going to super love it. I'm going to show you how to turn this into this. So stay tuned. I'm going to travel to my local craft store, get some supplies, and we're going to get this thing started. I'm at the store, about to go in and buy some crafts. Yeah! Got these two so far. Time to go look at the clearance section. Ooh, that's pretty. The key here is to get some fabric that's semi-sheer so that the light can shine through. So I don't know if you can see through that, but they're both on sale for 50% off, so that's awesome. And I won't need much. Yay, I think this is gonna look really great in my room. Too bad this material's not like a color I actually like. This would be perfect. Welp, keep looking. Ooh, look at the burlap. Ooh, burlap might be cool. Now I'm looking at the outdoor fabric. I don't really know if that will show through really well, so I'm kind of staying away from that.
The width of the window? Yeah, right? Does that make sense? Yeah. Okay, so you need 65. Let's do 65.
Alright everyone, so now it's time to get started. As you see, I have my fabric here. So this is the fabric I ended up choosing. You saw me pick two fabrics earlier in the video, but that was on another day. I'm redoing this project because I messed up in the method that I was supposed to use, and it came out incorrectly and I just didn't like it. Okay, so let me show you the things you'll need. You'll need a hot glue gun or some type of adhesive, but I kind of prefer a hot glue gun because you can peel it off if you don't like it anymore, like I did, or if you just want to change your lampshade. The next thing you'll need are hot glue gun glue sticks, and that's self-explanatory. The next thing you'll need is chalk or some type of fabric pen or something that you can draw markings on the fabric. And one of the most important things you'll need besides the fabric are some scissors, and some nice fabric scissors are good. And you also may need some masking tape. If you have normal tape around you, that works too, but masking tape is extremely visible, and you'll see why I need it to be visible. You may need a measuring tape of some sort. I don't know if I'll actually need this, but it's always good to have this on hand when you're doing a project that involves fabric. And last but not least, you shall need fabric. Fabric. I hope you guys like my fabric. I love this pattern. I also forgot to mention the main thing you will actually need, which is a trash can. Yes, my friends, this is a trash can. Got it from the Dollar Tree for just $1. It could be any size, any shape. Even if you just want to redecorate the one you already have, this project can work for that as well. So the first thing you're going to do is flip your fabric over. Flip it so that the pattern, the right side of the pattern is down. You don't want to have the chalk marks on the outside of your fabric once you go and put it on the lampshade. This is where the masking tape comes in handy. So just peel off a little piece of masking tape, and you're going to want to place that as a marker on the edge of the basket. And then cut another piece and do the same thing on the bottom of the basket, directly underneath here. So if you need to draw a line, or you can use our handy dandy measuring tape and just do it that way. So what I'm going to do here is create a piece of fabric that essentially looks like this. And it looks like a skirt, kind of. This is the shape we need to make the lampshade. So I'll demonstrate how we're going to do that first. So the reason we have these blue markings here is that this is going to be our guide. So what you're going to do is start with the edge or the blue masking tape at the very end point, right? And what you do is you roll it, you roll it, you roll it, you roll it, and just keep rolling it until the blue masking tape is faced all the way back down, like that. And that's going to be your stopping point. What you'll do as you go along is you'll mark it with the chalk. So what I would do is I would take my chalk, and as I roll it, I'm going to just be going like this. And you want to have a mark for the top of the lampshade and the bottom as well. Also, if you're going to fold a little edge of fabric over the top, you might want to create just a little more space when you trace the shape, just so that you have a little extra fabric to fold over. So I have my marking now, hopefully you can see that. And I'm just going to roll my little basket over it one more time just to make sure it kind of lines up and it makes sense before I cut it, because then once I cut it, there's no going back. Once you're done and you have your markings, you're going to cut it out. And I just left a little space above each marking so that if I mess up, I have a little extra room. Alright, so now you have your fabric, and as you can see, it looks pretty darn close to this old lampshade covering. Now it's time to see if this will actually work. It fits. It's pretty darn close. I don't know if you can actually see that. It's just slightly off around the bottom and a little high on the top, but it's nothing that can't be adjusted. I also forgot to mention that you'll probably need like a bias tape when you do this. So basically what this is like kind of like a fabric tape that you'll tape over the edges of your lampshade so that it looks more polished and clean, and that will help me with the edges that are a little off. But anyways, you might not need this if you're just going to fold the fabric under and over, but you can also use a cool trim or like a lacy trim, or you can be creative with the way you edge your lampshade, but I'm just going to use a simple bias tape that goes with my fabric. And now you're going to want to plug your hot glue gun in and get it ready for some action. Also, you may need some little clips, or if you have like the wooden clip ones like that, you might need some of these just to secure the fabric onto the trash can. Okay, so now just peel off that blue masking tape that you had on here earlier. So now what I'm going to do is kind of just adjust it to see where I want it to be. And this is where the clips come in handy. So what I'm going to do is just kind of clip the fabric onto the trash can so that it doesn't move. So as you can see, it's kind of all clipped into place exactly where I want it to be. So now what I'm going to do is grab my glue gun, take one of the clips off, right? Peel it back, hot glue the fabric down, and stick that into place. So now you just continue with the same process all around the perimeter. Okay, so don't be afraid to now overlap these pieces. And right before you completely overlap them is fold it over so you can get a nice clean straight edge and glue it shut. So now that this is closed, I'm going to cut off the excess fabric that I have going on up here. You might not actually have this when you do it if you do it a little neater than I did. So I'm going to cut this up here off and trim it a little on the bottom. Alright, so now get your bias tape out, and mine is 0.5 inches wide, which actually is going to really work well for me because I have this little area that's going to need to be covered right here. Okay, so now I have my bias tape unraveled, and what I'm going to do is kind of just measure it out and kind of see how much I'll need. Kind of just go around and see how much I need, and then just bring a little extra just in case I mess up, and snip it. So this is not tape like it actually sounds like it is. It's not sticky, and what it does is it just opens up like this, but you don't need to do that. You're just going to simply fold it over the edge, so you're going to have both folded parts like that around the entire thing. So this is, you'll need your hot glue gun again. It's a very similar process. You're going to want to do basically what we did with the fabric, but over the edges. Okay, so right before I close this off, I'm going to do a similar method to when I did the closure here. I'm going to cut a little extra, leave a little space. And then I'm going to fold it and glue it like that. Alright, so this is what the top looks like. And now we're going to do the exact same thing to the bottom. Alright, are you guys ready to see the final product? Ta-da! I think it's pretty dang awesome for something that only cost me like $7 total for this. Want to go see how this looks lit up? Alright, let's go see. Alright, so this is what it looks like on the lamp post. I think it looks pretty freaking awesome. I love it, honestly. I'm so happy I redid it. Bow! Heck yeah. I think it gives such a cool vibe to my room. And it gives me more light because my lampshade prior to this didn't really let light escape through it, so my room was always extremely dark. So anyways, I hope you guys like my DIY, and I hope you like this, and I hope you try it. So, without further ado, thanks for watching. Bye!